there, I'm back again. I'm changing my camera position to see how we go. So, let me have a wee look. Just check in, make sure. Right. I'll move these wee bits of tape in case it gets in the way. Okay, I'm back with another wee haul thing. I bought these magazines. Excuse my sweetie jet. I bought these magazines, the Simply Cards and Papercraft. And I bought this one because it's got some fantastic free gifts in the inside. It has, as you can see there, a stamp and a stencil. Make Art stamp and stencil. That's a Ranger. That's a Dylusions. And then we've got the, is it Diana Wakely Media Ranger again. The stamp set and a stencil and hello, thanks, birthday, congratulations, and another wee stencil. So it was quite a good wee kit. And there they've got some of the words that I like. If it doesn't make you feel fabulous, don't do it, don't buy it, and don't keep it. Again, it gives you, well, it's got a spare magazine with it this month. It's a Ranger magazine, and obviously it'll give you hints and tips on what to do with your stamp set and your stencils. And that's the magazine on the front. The next one here is Card Making and Paper Crafts. This has got a mandala stamp set on it. In fact, it's not a stamp, I'm telling you lies, it's an embossing folder. And it has got a Time for Tea stamp set as well. And there it gives you hints and tips, and it says what's in this month. So it's got mirror stamping, Chinese New Year, 10 ideas with hearts, 16 quick makes, stained glass effect, trifold shutter, a meal planner, sweet treats, and make gifts with your gift. Okay, my hubby gave me some money for Christmas, for part of my Christmas. So I was needing to stock up on some coloured card stock. I've got loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of card stock. Like the rest is, we've got hundreds of card stock. But when I was looking for a particular colour, especially at Halloween, I was struggling to find the colour that I was wanting in my stash. So at Christmas Day I went on and bought these. Now I bought these for Hobbycraft, and it's 50 sheets and it's 180 GSM. So it's only for the matting and layering and the toppers. That's what I wanted it for. I don't want it to make projects specifically with. So I bought these, and these were down to £2.50 a pack. And there's 50 sheets, as I say. So I bought this one. This is just a purple pack. And as you can see there, it has like purples and blues and gradients of colour in there. So I bought a purple. If I move that up a wee bit, it shows you colours along the bottom. I bought a grey. I think this one was called Mermaid or something like that, or Under the Sea or something. But it doesn't tell you the colours on it. I think it's kind of rubbish. No, it doesn't. So that was the blues. Oh, there it says Seaside there. Oh, it does so say, Caroline. It did. Turquoise shades. Grey shades. This is the Seaside pack. This has got the different colours of the sand and the water. Pink blend, and I get 2 of the pink blend. So I have, and obviously the red shades because it's coming up to Valentine's. So that was what I ordered from there. Now in all of them I was only 10, 5, 10, 15, £17.50, and if I used £20 worth of goods I got free postage. So I just went for another couple of things to bump it up. These are journaling cards. It's by Studio G, which is a very popular brand in Michaels in the States. So it's just have a great day, you're amazing, things like that. This is why I think you're the best, and then wee cards. And to make it up to £20, I think I needed to spend 50 pence. So I bought these Love, and they're glittered. I don't know why I bought them, because I think I've got about 200 of the word Love. And it's exactly the same. Right, so that was my haul from Hobbycraft. Next thing here is I bought some dies. These ones are all hearts. That's like an Indian heart, a Dreamcatcher heart. That's like a vine heart. And that one's a feather. Interrupted there, sorry. This is like a cladder heart. That's quite a large die, that one. Let me check the size of this. That is 4 1/4 wide by 4 1/4 deep as well. And knock my glue over. And that's quite a fancy wee heart. It's like flowers and there's a heart with hearts inside. Again, I hope you can see the theme that I've went for here is Valentine's, a big butterfly, a thank you, and a kind of mandala. Again, seems to be to me that mandalas are coming back. I remember years and years ago, we used to buy stamps like this, and you would cut your first layer out in, let's say, green card, then your next layer in a different colour of green, and then when you were getting down to the fancy intricate bits in the middle, you would put all your different colours of glitter on. And it was really quite a time-consuming process, but it was quite fun. And I can't think of the lady, I think it was Jane Nesterenko, used to do quite a lot of them stamps and dies and things like that. Oh, things are mighty, this bag's heavy. Right, I'm going to lift this stuff out. This is stuff that family got me for Christmas, so. And remember, I got the Gemini away back in October. Well, I didn't need it, so I told my hubby to put it by for Christmas, so he bought it for me. And I put it by for Christmas because I bought one of the £20 Toddles that certain craft channel, shopping channel was doing. So that's, I haven't used that yet either, so there we go. Right, let's have a look, see here. I bought these in the range for £1. Now I got them in these bigger tubs. I'm going to have to get bigger tubs again because I was making my own glitter paste. Oh. And I was wanting to try it out first, so I made it in these wee tiny pots. If you can see that there. And it's really good. It works really, really well, actually. And I've been testing it. I used to make it ages ago. And I stopped doing all these things. And I made my own water sprays. And I made my own alcohol inks. And it's not hard to do. It's quite easy to do. Anyway, I bought these tubs to make them. I'll put them up there on my windowsill. And I got these hearts here. Keep it out a wee bit. These are quite good, these hearts. They're all different sizes, but they've got a good facet on them. Again, I think they were either £1 or £1.99. I can't rightly remember. These ones are chunky wooden hearts, and they look like those sweets that you get. Now, what are they called again? I think they're just called love hearts, actually. They were £1 in the range. And I bought these wee flowers. They're quite iridescent. And you could put a gem or something in the centre of that to make it look nicer. So they were £1. I bought them, and I bought more like a kind of daisy shaped one to go with that. So that's matching colours. So they were £1 a piece. And I've got some key hearts. Now I've got loads and loads of keys. I've got loads of keys. And I've got loads of wee charms that say I love you. But this is a key on a charm. A wee heart that says I love you, so that was a need. Need. Right, paper flowers. I'm going to try and do, every year I say I'm going to do shabby chic, and I like it, but I don't like to do it, you know. It's one of the ones, I keep putting it off. So anyway, I asked for pink flowers, so I got pink flowers. And I've got some paper pads here. I'm assuming these were from the range because it's Craft Essential. And it has got some good, and they are quite shabby chic, I suppose. There's a Paris one. There's a lady with a sewing machine and a corset, flutterbies, cups of tea, and an old hat. You know, good foiled designs on that one. And this one here, look, it's again, it's a way back to the kind of mandala style. Flowers, polka dots, pussycats. And then it looks like the same again, it's no foiled. And then this one here is purple. It's a script, and then you've got your stamps and the purple and a distressed and the keys. The one of the top colours for this year is live coral. That's going to be one of the top colours, which is almost a rose gold. Almost rose gold. So if you've got rose gold goodies, folks, they'll go well with that thing there. That colour palette. I actually bought these ones. This is washi tapes. There's 2, 4, 6, 8 in each strip. There's 24 pieces. They're all different colours and things. Some of them say love, some have got hearts, some have got animal prints. Some are quite kind of art deco-ish. And they were only £5 for 24 of them. So that was a good buy, that. Let me have a look. I got foam tape and I got some more red liner tape. I've got loads and loads of red liner, but it's either way thick or paper thin. So this was a good thickness. This is what I needed. So they got me them. And they got me these gems. There's 120 gems in that pack. And they're quite a decent size, they ones. And the same theme, they got me smaller ones, and there's 540 in that pack. Then I've got the stars. There's 280 in that one. Then I've got the hearts. And I've got red hearts. I've got light red hearts and dark red hearts. But I don't have the clear hearts. And my tip to anybody would be to buy the clear or buy white or buy cream, because if you've got alcohol inks, you can colour them any colour you want. Sometimes it will take a couple of layers, but it'll colour no bother. And these roses, I have a smaller version of these roses, so these larger ones are just a treat. They were just what I was needing. My windowsill's getting full up to top here. Scissors, I asked for some scissors. I needed some small scissors. Now I've got these scissors and I love these. They're Westcott scissors. And years ago at the SECC, they had the pound stall and they had these on it, and I bought about 10 pairs, maybe even more. But when I was running the craft club, obviously they all went missing. So that's all I'm reduced to 2 wee pairs. So I was needing more, because you need more than one pair of scissors. Embossing folders. This one says love, and it's got a heart, and it's got a wee kind of love medley type there. And the embossing folders hearts, and it's the same idea as Tattered Lace done a set of these years ago, and it was great big thick embossing folders, and they had a plaque in the middle, and you could swap the plaque out and put all different sayings in the middle. I've got a full set of them, and I think I've only used 2 of them. And I think there was 6 or 8 in the set, from what I can remember. I'm not a big embosser, I have to say that. I really am not a big embosser. But I got these, and I will use them. Bee mine. See, I've got a lot of bee things. I'm intending to use them this year. And I'm going to be moving again. I get 2 of these. Do you know why? Because I've seen loads of videos where with your cut emboss, you can actually use these rather than your own plates. And these self-healing mats heal themselves, obviously. And they don't damage your machine, because Crafters Companion have said yes, that they will work, blah blah blah. So I've got 2 packs of them. I got them a wee while ago, so I don't know if I've showed you them before or not. But I had put them away up the stairs, and they came out at Christmas, so that's why they're in my Christmas stuff. But I didn't get them for Christmas. They got me these as well. These are the large craft paper pads. And as you can see, it's got that kind of rose gold colour in it. Silver stars in the purple. But I know that live coral's one of the colours for this year, so you're going to start to see it coming through. And it won't be that much different for the rose gold, I wouldn't assume. Excuse me, I've got a bit of indigestion. And there's pretty standard ones, these. But these are good because you can colour them up for under the sea bubbles or whatever. Good idea for them. And then this, I needed some more white card. This is good stable white card, good stock. It takes ink well, especially if you're using a glycerine with it. It takes the ink well. It's 200 GSM, so if you wanted to, you could make a card from it. Again, I like to use this for my die cutting, for doing techniques on, like the glitter paste, you know, like that kind of thing. And it takes it well, and it doesn't crack and things like that. It's also great for the embossing because it's not too heavy, but it's heavy enough that it doesn't bend and warp a great deal. So I get two of them. They got me two of them, pretty staple. But you need it, you need white card. I got a die here, and it's the butterfly die. And I've actually got quite a few dies in, but in fact, I'm going to leave that and I'll show you that next. Okay, folks, I need to stand up to switch you off, but that's the end of this video. That's just some of my Christmas things, and as I say, you know I got the cut and boss as well, so pretty good Christmas haul. Thank you very much for watching. If you like it, leave a wee comment, a thumbs up, a like and subscribe. Ding the bell and you'll know if any more of my videos come up. I'm trying to get my hauls out the way so as I can get my project shares done. So I'll come back again soon and see you again the next time. Bye.